audience for today's call is anyone with a pulse, anyone that has the desire to succeed, anyone that is looking to multiply their money. You're also going to have an opportunity to meet some phenomenal people that are making thousands of dollars while they are learning. Literally, you have the opportunity to learn and earn. You cannot beat that. That definitely unlike college. Speaking of phenomenal people, I have the pleasure of introducing one of them to you. If you're learning a skill set, chances are you want to learn that skill set from someone who's already doing it, someone that's being successful in doing it, and not just teaching you theory, correct? Someone who has a proven success record, someone who actually is out here for 2018 looking to help at least 500 people multiply their money. The only question, and she's no doubt is going to happen, the only question is, will you be one of the ones that get help? So if you guys don't mind, I'm actually going to introduce a good and dear friend of mine, Ms. Lorie Woodruff. Lorie, you there?
Yes, sir. We're just making sure everybody got into the room okay. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you for the great intro. Welcome, everyone. I know that this is a webinar that we rolled over just for Universal Church. So I wanted to make sure that we welcome everyone on the line as a follow-up, and I understand that you guys have a 9:30 checkoff, that you have some things that you have to get done. So we wanted to make sure that we got you the information. You're not going to get 100% of it tonight, but I wanted to make sure that you got the follow-up from Friday so that we can talk a little bit more freely about two options that we started with. And as Steve was sharing with you, we talked a little bit about financial education, and we talked about what can we do to bring some more money in our household. So that's what we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about. If you could hold the questions, jot them down. I know they're very important. Maybe Daniel or Steve will be able to address some of the questions in the chat room, but if you could hold the questions until the end, I want to make sure we get through the majority of the information. And then if you need to call me or Steve directly, then we can address those questions after 9:30 or maybe tomorrow. Okay? Okay. All right. So prayerfully, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this share screen together. I should be really good at this now. Real good at this. All right, so we're talking about money, everyone. So I know that's a wonderful topic that we love. So let's start from the top. Now, when we talk about money, we need to know where is it coming from and how or most of us are making it. So majority, if you take a look at the cash flow quadrant, if you know Robert Kiyosaki, famous author, and wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And for much of what we're going to discuss here, we're not going to be talking about the left side of the quadrant. We're really going to be talking about the right side. Nothing wrong with the left side, but we are talking about how to get on the other side of money. Money, 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 money. So I want you to think about, who are we thinking about money for? All right. Once you start thinking about things, I want you to just daydream just a bit and think about, if money was not an issue, what would we be doing right now? Money was not an issue. And we think about, are we going to be somewhere living the life up? Are we going to be working, volunteering, working back at home, maybe in Ghana, building some things that we need to do? You dream big. But majority of us were taught on this left side of the quadrant, the 60% are employees of the world. All right, they work, they trade their time for dollars, and that's the majority of what we were taught. You know, and my parents, as many of you met my dad on that Friday evening, nothing wrong with working. You know, we work very hard. But think about, if I don't go to work, then I don't get a check. That rolls into the self-employment category, where many of us say, you know what, I want to do a little bit better, and I want to just work for myself. Well, it's nothing wrong with that. People in real estate, Uber drivers, taxi drivers, hairstylists, barbers, they fall into that category where, yes, they work for themselves, but if they don't really have a lot of time. If you ever hear that word, I just don't have enough time, or I'm busy, you know, it's just because they're still working, they're exchanging their time for the money. So if they were to leave town, no money is coming in. If they ever were to go on vacation, they're stressing out because they can't leave the job site too long. So 95% of the world are there, making 5% of the dough. So when we think about going on to the right side of the quadrant, that's what we're going to share a little bit more tonight about, is the right side of the quadrant. Business owners, the ones who own businesses, the ones who know I can't do it all by myself. All right. Business owners understand leverage and systems. They understand that. When you go to corporations, you don't see the CEO of that company cashing you out. You see employees working there. They understand leverage. And then the investor quadrant is 1%. So between 1 to 4% of the world, they are in the business owner or investor quadrant. And that's what we're going to spend most of our time talking about this evening, is that investors understand they can have an unlimited income, but they also understand that they can multiply money. Many of you may not know my story, but as far as real estate wise, I've worked in real estate, I've worked in credit, education, and for many of you who have very creative minds, you have careers that take you way outside and you know how to make the money. The problem is we just don't know how to multiply the money the way the right side of the quadrant is. And even many of you may be in that good cushy position right now where you are that 1 to 4%. And you just want to see what other ways and what other means can you do to explore multiplying your money. And we're going to talk more about that. So in walks how we can get that done. So if you take a look at what is Forex, I want you to break down any time that one has left one country to go to another, you have participated in the foreign exchange market. Forex is short for Forex is short for foreign exchange. I'm sorry, try to multitask. All right, it's the largest financial market in the world. All right, larger than the stock market, larger than the NFL, large. All right, so this is where currency, where all the currency is moving around in the world. Okay, so when you're exchanging one currency for another, let's just say I'm going to Japan. If I leave the United States and go to Japan, they don't have the same currency as the United States does. They have the yen. So in order to sell the US dollar for the yen, you understand that that exchange cost us money. When we go to the kiosk at the bank, not even the bank, but I would say at the airport. When you leave and go to the airport, those little blue and white kiosks, they're exchanging dollars. That's the foreign exchange, and the dollars move every single second, all right? That's where we can take profit in. And I want you to understand, banks do it on a daily basis. When you believe the banks are closed at 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock when their doors are shut, no, all right? What happens is a majority of our deposits, credit unions, banks, all over the world is poured into the foreign exchange market. That's how they multiply money, and it makes you think. If you think about how much money that you've vested, and I think Steve had asked this question on Friday, if you think about all of the money that has gone into your bank account, all of it, over the last 5 years, how much of that were you able to actually keep? Okay? You get a little dividend check, anything back other than a lollipop? No, we don't get anything. This is the reason why this is so important for individuals like you and I to participate in making money the same way they do. So 5 days a week, you're able to participate in the foreign exchange market. And right now, you see $5.3 trillion. We're up to $7 trillion per day. That currency is being moved around. Banks, hedge funds, large corporations, governments do it all the time. And this, we're going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, how to do this trading right from your phone or your computer, and understand that this can be done international as well. So the way we do this is, we talked a little bit on Friday about this, is iMarkets Live. The #1 platform, the #1 university around the world that's over in 120 countries is called iMarkets Live, International Markets Live. All right, it is the Forex trading education platform. That's where you're going to get the Forex education. Founded in 2013 and operating over 120 countries. Right now, debt-free and privately owned, all right? So I want you to think in simple terms. Where are you going to learn how to participate in the Forex market? Okay? You're just not going to be able to pick it up just from your friends or just from someone around the way. You want to learn from the best of the best, where it shows you from basics to advanced on what to do. And that is what Steve and I were presenting to you on Friday, as far as if you wanted to participate and be a part of that school platform, which is over 77, probably about 80,000 students at this point. With my background working in real estate, I didn't know anything about the industry of Forex, but I do understand money, and I like to multiply more of it so I can have it for myself and my family. So we have got the leadership here. You've got Christopher Terry, Isis Delatorre. They already have experience with trading. So you have a company where the CEO and CFO are already doing trading. They have already done it and have shown many people in the organization how to do it. Alex Morton and Ivan Tapia lead the international sales all around the world. So for those that are looking in different parts of the country, you can participate with that and understand. You know, I've met some individuals that don't even speak English, and they are doing very well with it. If everyone could mute their phones, that would be super awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so what makes the school unique? All right. What we're going to do is talk about the results with our company are not guaranteed. So I can never say, hey, once you trade, you're never going to lose a dime. Okay, that's not going to be the case. That's why they show you how to do the trading in a live environment. I need to start. Let me see. How do I mute?
If you go to all participants, you see mute all button.
There it is. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Okay, appreciate it. All right, so iMarkets Live does not trade with your money. You have access to your own brokerage account, and we'll show you how to set that up. They don't earn money on your trades, but they do teach you how to enter and exit out of trades at any time. And just like as you experienced with Steve and I on Friday, we're there just the same way, as the same objective as the company is, to empower, enrich, and educate you so that you can be empowered on how to do this without getting another job, without relying on other people to get it done. All right, so how do we get this done? We got to study. We got to learn. Okay, we're not going to class, but IML Academy is your online step-by-step tutorial to show you how to master trading and how to be a profitable trader. So you don't need a prior experience. As I said, I didn't have any experience at all. But just imagine at this time of night, maybe you're winding down. This would be the time that you would log into. Now these are the benefits of that, what you get as a student. Okay, so perk up here. IML Academy is the platform. It has over 60, 70 videos at this point. They're in multiple languages, and it takes you from basic to advanced so that you can learn the courses, all right? Over and over again. If you can want to do it over and over again, you're probably going to, because you need to hear it more than once. So this is going to be the platform of what you're going to learn. What you're also going to get is as a student is live TV. So iMarkets Live TV is basically just imagine your channel of cable. And if you wanted to tune in at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, maybe at 5 a.m. to your favorite educator, they have over 120 hours of live Forex and cryptocurrency education per week. So instead of you just pushing play and hearing somebody just going over, it's kind of like you looking at me or Steve right now just talking live and showing you how to do different things. They have basics. They show you how to read charts. It's pretty exciting once you start getting involved with it, but there are some recordings as well that you can go back to, and they will also, help you out if you missed a session. What you'll also get as a student is the harmonic scanner. So this is the chart. It's not an EKG. I know we have some nurses on the line, but just imagine when you're looking at a chart like this and you're a beginner, like I was, you're like, when do I get into the market? When do I get out? This private software is part of your tuition. This is part of what you get every month. And it's going to scan the market for high profitable markets, trades. Okay, so you're provided all the information. Seriously, if you can cheat on a test, you can do this. You can do this. Privately owned, all you have to do is read. If you can read and count, you're already 90% there. 90% there. All right, this is another tool that the company has. If you wanted to get some software that gave you text alerts when a trade was coming in, what pair to put in. So again, it's just a lot of software that's giving you information. You're able to put it in your trade account and watch it perform. All right. So for much of when I first started, I had a live account, a demo account, and it had fake money in it, of course. And the very first 2 weeks, I'm gonna let you know, I doubled the account. I doubled the account simply because they were trade alerts that were coming in from the company, from the school. And I didn't know what I was doing, but I was getting these signal alerts, putting them in the account and just watching them go. And I would see some things get into profit, some things, yes, I did lose. I can't promise that everything is a win, because then you come for me and I get locked up, and I don't want to get locked up. So I just got to let you know that. But for the majority of the signal alerts that we get in, honestly, between 90 and 95% have been profitable. So we'll show you how to put those in so you don't make those careless mistakes in the market. And swing trades is also another tool that the CEO actually gives out. Okay, so just imagine getting signal alerts from the CEO, the man who has had over 20 years experience in trading. So all of these things you get to help so that you can show others and your family, you just didn't just pick this up. You actually were learning a skill to learn how to multiply your own money, and you were given the tools to show that you can start doing this as easy as tomorrow. Swipe trades is the last tool that we're going to talk about. Again, if you can copy and paste, you can cheat, you can win. All right, so swipe trades are signal alerts that actually come to your cell phone any time of the day. They're just random, that come from our educators. And if you can copy the entry, paste it into your broker account, you will be in to see a lot of your trade alerts get into profit. You don't need trading experience, and this is an awesome way to supplement your income. Okay, you're going to see Daniel Bethay at the very end, and he's going to share something super that we've all been working towards. So definitely make sure you stay all the way to the end. It's 9:08. I'm going to keep things going, but I want to make sure that you all get the how to get $60,000 in 60 days. I want you to get that formula, because once you get that down pat, you guys will be on top of the world. Okay, that's all I can say. So you're going to get a lot of training and support, not only for things that you can do online, but you're going to see myself, you're going to see Steve, you're going to see Daniel. So a lot of us are local, and we'll be able to help you. All right, so we talked a little bit about the school. IML, iMarkets Live, is the #1 platform across the world that's going to show you how to participate in the Forex market. Now we're going to talk about what does that tuition look like so you can get started. Okay, and this is actually being recorded. So if I can get this to Nee, or if I need to get this to any of the church members, let me know. We can make sure that we get this, because I know some are just joining, and we already started sharing a lot of the content already. So I want to welcome everybody that is on the webinar tonight, and I'm so glad that you all got a chance to tune in. I'm really excited to share a lot of this information. As we began from the beginning, Steve and I are wanting to make sure that we are providing information for you. And Daniel Bethay, you'll also see him as well, because he too is going to be an instrumental part of locking arms, making sure that the technology part as well and the teaching is going to be on point, so you don't have to get frustrated. So, all right, so how do we get you started with school? All right, I know we're all over 18, so, but this is going to teach us how to make money. We got to learn. So we already discussed this, so it wasn't any big surprise. The platinum package is your tuition. Okay, it is your tuition. What comes in your tuition? We already talked about the IML Academy, the videos that are going to help you. I can't teach the videos. I won't do it. I know Gifty had asked the question about, well, what if I wanted to teach this? You don't have to. Now, what you're going to do is maybe help and nurture the relationship, maybe talk about some strategies that can be done to uniquely set you apart. And that's what our team is known for. Our team does a lot of teaching strategies, simple strategies to get you to win, get your profit in and get out, go back to work. So we're going to teach you some of the IML Academy, we're going to include that, the IML TV, the harmonic scanner is going to be part of the tuition, and the daily swing trades. All of that, your tuition one time is $195. Remember, if you're already a business owner, guess what this is? A expense, educational expense that you get to write off, right? You're learning, so it's an educational expense. I know on my taxes it is. So monthly, you're going to be looking at $145 per month for your tuition. And that is the maintenance so that you can keep all of these services per month. Now remember, don't focus on how much it is per month as opposed to how much money could we be making per day. Remember, I told you I started out with a $5,000 account. $5,000 account with the signal alerts that were given to me, and this was in the demo account, so I have to practice it. These were live trades that were coming in from the experts of the company. I doubled that account in 2 weeks. All right, I want you to understand what double means. That means that account went to 10 G's. So am I worried about $145 a month when I just made $5,000 extra on top of the money? No. So I want you to think bigger and understand, if you're able to make at least $20 a day, $50 a day, and that's on the light side, then you have enough to take care of the tuition. Now we're going to talk about some of the add-ons if you choose. Now our team honestly has some other signal alerts that are free. If you choose to do these, that is up to you, but we have some free alerts that I think you might enjoy even more, that are a little bit more profitable. So just stick with us and let us know once you're joining, then we'll get you set up with those. But you have to be a student in order to get that, okay? Now, I'm gonna go through two options here, and we'll get things closed out pretty quickly. A, you have an option just to be a trader, a Forex trader, and you could learn the skill of trading right on your phone. And if you remember, we talked about, in order to get your tuition waived, if you were to share your personal link, because once you enroll as a student, you're going to have your own link. And if you share that link with 2 other folks like you, who think like you, who get value from something like this, or who would get value from what we're talking about, then your monthly tuition would be waived. Okay? The school would just, you don't get a bill. All right? So that's 2 paying active other customers, 2 other students like yourself. I know that majority of the people that are in the company are trading. Okay, they're not building a team, they're not taking advantage of the network marketing piece where it's the referral piece, but they're just trading. They got at least 2, 3 customers. They're good with that. They're just trading on their own time. Okay, now let's talk a little bit more about if you want more, because when you start out, that's maybe not the way you end, because when I first started, honestly, I was just going to be trading on my phone. I didn't want to have to talk to anybody if I didn't want to. But then I saw the benefits of what could happen once you start referring other students to the program. Okay? Now let's talk about how you can be remember, on the right side of the quadrant, we talked about how to be a business owner. Many of you already online are already business owners. Yeah, John, I see your hands are already itching. Your palms are itching, aren't they? Now we're going to talk about the money. So here's how you can become a business owner, so we can talk about option B. If you wanted to become a business owner, that means you know more than 3 other customers that may want to do the platform. This means now the school is going to be paying you a referral fee and a residual commission check every month. So remember, A just allows you to trade. You can get your 2 customers, you can just be done and you can just trade, but you won't earn any income. B is going to allow you, you can do both. B is going to allow you to now talk with others. And let's just say Steve, John, and Daniel, they all said yes tonight. They said, yes, I want this. I want to learn how to make more money. I've got things I have to do at home. I have things I have to do with my business. I want to start my business again or just enhance it. $35 I would get from Steve, $35 I would get from John, and $35 I would get from Daniel. Okay? Not a bad day, but there's more. So if Steve wanted to share it with someone else, now I'm getting $10 off of that. Okay? He's getting $35. So the school is generous where they're going to pay the referrals. So we can pretty much understand if I were to share it, I get $35 for each individual. And if they were to share it, then it's $10 and $5 thereon. But there's more, all right? Because I know some business owners like to have money coming in every month. Some business owners like to have money coming in every month without the efforts of working, let's say, keeping a rental property or doing a whole lot of hard work. Well, if you already know that the company is teaching and educating, we don't have to recreate the wheel. So here now, if the first level is a 150, platinum 150, that simply means you have 3 customers who said yes to your link. The next level would be platinum 600 and platinum 1000. So I'm going to break that down, what that means in monthly income. If you personally refer 3 customers, 3 students in your organization, now the school is paying you $150 a month. So in essence, your 145 is washed out because the company is paying you 150. That's 3. That's just 3. Okay, not bad. Now, if you start saying, I know a little bit more people, Lorie, if we get to 12, what does that look like? If you get 12 students total, $600 a month is coming to your household. I want you to understand that most people probably could avoid bankruptcy if at least $600, $700 was coming in the household. So this right here can help take care of daycare. This right here can go towards retirement. Whatever you choose to do, it's yours. Now, the great thing is all that 12 doesn't have to come from you. So let's just say that John started out with Steve, me, and Daniel. That's 3. But let's say Gifty was also on his organization and she threw in about 7 or 8 people. That right there would still allow him to get his $600 check. It's wonderful. It's generous. So I don't want you to think that the 12 that you accumulate has to all come from you. It could be because I'm going to be teaching, Steve's going to be teaching. Once all of those students go, they have to go somewhere. They may actually end up in your organization as a bonus. So it's not guaranteed, but it is something where you don't have to get all 12 by yourself. The next level up is if, let's say, you had at least 30 total people in your organization. That is a cumulative of me, Steve, and you. All right? You could have just had 3. But what if we put in the other 27? What if? What if? I don't know. But I'm just letting you know there's possibilities, and that's $1,000 a month. How many things could change if $1,000 was coming in? That could change some addresses. It could change some zip codes. It could change a lot of things getting out of debt. And I understand just by talking with some of you, you want to start you have some businesses back home that you want to make sure that it's funded just fine. So it goes up a little bit more. We can talk a little bit more offline about this, but if you take a look at the total number of subscribers, all of us do quite a few group sessions. So when we're talking to a lot of groups, whether they're in church, schools, corporations, we're looking at 5, 7 people joining at one time. And the reason that is because they see this as a possibility to earn residual income without working so hard. This is the efforts of people like you and me understanding, you know what, we can take advantage of this. So if you have 12 people, as I said, in your organization, 600, and it takes you all the way down if you wanted to make $500,000. This is per month. This is not per year, this is per month. You take a look at this list right here, a little bit offline, I can send you this, but there's possibilities where your monthly pay can go from $150 a month all the way to $500,000. Now, we're gonna focus up here because we gotta go one step at a time. Because if you jump all the way down here, that means you guys are taking me back to Ghana and we have a whole lot of work to do. So we're gonna take this one step at a time, all right? You look on this chart and you see what number would work for my family per month, okay? This is just more bonuses on top of it. I got another call from a church earlier today, and they wanted another conversation in front of their congregation, and that really is speaking volumes, because when we're talking about financial education, we're not just talking about, well, you get one. This is a referral where you don't have to sell anything. You don't have to sell anything. We're providing education, and you get to make the money on your own, how you need to. So we're going to quickly spend the last 10 minutes because I know you have to get going. I'm going to try to get off sooner than later, but I wanted to spend the time bringing on Daniel, who is more of one of our top trainers and traders, and he's going to quickly dive into how can you go from $200 in your broker account to $60,000 in a matter of 60 days. Now, is everyone going to meet that mark? No. But what we do have is a blueprint of working within this model. One, you got to get your education. You have to sign up. You have to be a student. Learn first. Second thing is begin your demo account. Your demo account is totally free. You get to work in a live environment, but you get to mess up, but you get to get into the rhythm of what you're doing. We have children looking over their parents' shoulders, looking at how to do this, how to make their own money. And the third thing is opening up your live account. And we can help you with the different brokers. You can pick your own. We don't have any control over that. But let's just say now it's time for you to open up your live account. What we're doing is showing you how this all works together. Now you're trading. Now you're making money. Now we want to show you how to really multiply the money and get that $60,000 in the bank account. So Daniel Bethay, are you ready, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right. I wanted to bring you on because I know they have a webinar at 9:30, so I'm sorry I took up a whole lot of time.
Nope, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm going to do a hard cutoff at 9:29. That way everybody can have that time to get onto their webinar. So I believe on being on time.
Good.
Foremost, my name is Daniel Bethay. I am going to be you guys' trainer. Okay, I am one of the top trainers and educators here within the DC metropolitan area. So you're going to see a lot of my face, okay? And I'm hoping that you guys think that my face is cute because, listen, I do, all right? So anyway, first and foremost, let's kind of dive into this thing. This is daily 10% compound interest on account. We're going to show you how this proven method can take you from $200 to pretty much six figures within 4 months. But we're going to take you to $60,000 first in 2. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to the first 4 columns and nothing else. So your day column, your balance, your daily growth, and your daily profit. All right. So typically what we do is we have everybody start off with $200. And what we're going to do is do 10% of that $200. And 10% of that $200 on your first day of trading is going to be $20, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to do that $20, and you're going to stop for the day. You're not going to do any more trading. You're not going to do any more in your live account. You're just going to just do 10%, and that's it, okay? Following day, you do the very same thing, but you're going to do 10% of what's in your account this time around, okay? And what's in your account is the $200 plus the $20 that you made yesterday. So basically your now account balance is $220, and you're going to do 10% of that, which is $22. So your target goal is $22 for the day. You make it $22 and you stop. Following day, now your account is up to $242. Your target goal now is $24.20. Once you achieve that, you're going to stop. You're going to continue this cycle for approximately 30 days. And we're going to, matter of fact, 60 days, but what we're going to do is we're going to show you where you're going to be at in 30 days. Okay, you show them? Okay, so $3,489 in your account after 30 days of doing 10% of $200. Now, if you really think about this, that's the $3,289 profit within 30 days. Profit within 30 days, and your initial investment was only $200. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to think about 60 days of this.
Huh?
Where you can possibly be in 60 days of this. You're looking at $55,360 in your account. Now, 10%, and I just want you to think about this. Just imagine this. 10% of $55,000 in your account is $5,500. And you only did that in one day. One day. Now I want you to just think about this. How many bills can be paid off of that one day of trading? Off of 10% of what you have in your account.
10%.
How many bills can be paid? How many loans can be paid off? How many car notes, mortgages? You know what I mean? How many families can you actually give to help support and build up? Like, what can you do with an additional $5,000 a month? Well, in a day, really. I mean, that's honestly some people's daily, monthly income. And you just did that in a day. Listen, guys, this is a proven method. This is one of the methods that were given to us directly from our mentor, Dr. Raphael Spiller. You will all get a chance to meet him at some point in this journey with us. Listen, an amazing man, selfless, you know what I'm saying? His heart is huge, and he gave us this spreadsheet, this compound interest plan to get us on that journey. I've taken the journey, Lorie has taken the journey, and we are literally killing it, especially with the strategies that we have in place right now. One of the biggest strategies that we have is called the box strategy. And honestly, if you know how to create a box, just draw a square. 1, 2, 3, 4. That works. Absolutely kill it. Right. I don't want to take up too much of your time. It is 9:28, and you got one more minute. So listen, I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
God bless.
So I want to open it up for anyone that may have questions. As I said, this technique is not something you're going to be able to jump right into. But even if you were to miss the mark, let's say and this is trading 5 days a week. Let's just say you took 2 days off. Okay, you didn't get 60,000, but you got 20,000 after 60 days. The goal is to use the Forex market for everything you can. And people do it 7 days a week if they want to do the cryptocurrency. So it's up to you. It's a personal business for you. I don't overlook your shoulder. You know, Daniel, Steve is not looking over your shoulder, but it is something very private. One of our mentors that he was talking about is in Kenya right now, sharing it with different churches over in Africa as well. And he does it with a lot of church homes here in the United States. He's actually in Texas. So it's a movement, everyone. So for those that may be interested, I believe you have my number, but what I am going to do is I'm going to leave it now so that I can leave that so that Steve and I can follow up with those that are ready to get started on their own Forex journey. It's area code 240-463-7971. So I want to open up. You can hit unmute if you wanted to ask any questions. Also, I wanted to also give you the website, imlpresentation.com. You got that, Daniel? imlpresentation.com. Watch that so that you can get a little bit more information just in case you're at home and you wanted to recap what we're talking about. But definitely you can reach out to me directly if you're ready to rock and roll, because that way we can get you set up. We can get the signal alerts sent out to you, and we want you to start getting your demo account set up within 3 days so you can start profiting, okay? 3 whole days, okay? Steve, did you have anything extra to share?
No, Lorie, great job for you as well as Daniel. Definitely appreciate you guys taking your time and sharing that with all the church members, and we definitely look forward to helping everyone.
Thank you so much. So again, for those that need the phone number, 240-463-7971. I will make sure that Nee gets the video that we recorded. And of course, he has my contact information as well, so we can get things started. So we respect your time. I know that you got the next call to get on to. I don't want you to feel rushed, but I do want to make sure that we are on time. So I thank you all very much, and you all have a phenomenal, blessed evening. Good night.